All right, all you Cookie Monsters, I need your attention here for a few minutes. Now, most of you already know from listening to my show that there's a new Cookie Monster listener that's going to be arriving in a few weeks. That's real life, and real life comes first every single time. Now, running Cookie Monster Radio has been one of the biggest things I've ever built. It took a lot of time, money, energy, and a whole lot of fight. And if you've ever built something from nothing, you know exactly what it costs and what I'm talking about, unless someone did all that work for you and you just basically took the credit for it. Because of everything happening in my life right now, a decision had to be made, not out of weakness, but out of responsibility. So here's the news I want to share. There's an AM, FM, and online station here in the Midwest that's purchasing all of Cookie Monster Radio. Now, they've asked me to bring my Friday night show to their station, and I've definitely agreed to do that. I still get to do what I love, but without carrying the full weight of running an entire operation. Plus, no more studio rent payments. What they do with the name, the theme, or the platform is basically their call. They already have their own platform, so whether they keep Live 365 and Cookie Monster Radio is not known at this time. I built this thing with pride, and I'm walking away from ownership with that same amount of pride. Some of you may remember where this all started. Before Cookie Monster Radio, I was working for an over-the-air FM radio station, and I've been offered the opportunity to return to that, and I'm going to take that as well. Now, this choice gives me the chance to spend time where it matters the most and keeps me behind the mic where I belong. Now, let me say what I think needs to be said. To my sister, Dawn, you stepped up when things were heavy, and I will never forget you for that. You also helped institute a change here at the station that was needed that I never could have done myself, so I thank you for that. To my fiance, Heather, you have simply been incredible. You stood beside me through everything, and pregnancy just simply didn't throw you down or slow you down. You stayed with me through the worst nights after surgery, and when things were uncertain and difficult, you were still there too. You stayed on the phone with me for hours at night, making sure that I was okay. You answered all the emails we got here at the radio station, despite about ready to have a child soon. That kind of loyalty doesn't go forgotten, and I simply will not forget everything you've done. And most importantly, to Michelle, this station simply exists because of you, period. Even though you're not here anymore, I still feel your guidance every day. You help me to learn who to trust and who not to trust. Even now, your voice still pushes me to move smart, stay sharp, and trust my instincts. This journey has taught me a lot, especially that not everyone who smiles at you necessarily stands with you. You helped me see clearly when it mattered the most, and you helped me see that things were not always the way they seemed. So I thank you for that. To everyone who supported this station, the real supporters, you made this worth it. You gave me the energy, the loyalty, and the life to keep this going. And that doesn't disappear just because the format is changing. Now, Cookie Monster Radio will continue to operate for the next 3 weeks or so, and that's because we have a cruise contest going on. That cruise for you to win that free trip is still happening. Nothing changes there. We will finish what we started, and you and your guests will still get to travel on that cruise with the Cookie Monster cruise. Nothing changes there. Now, if you're in Indy, you can still hear me locally, and when the change is official, you'll know exactly where you can find me and the Friday night show because I will pass that information on to you. Same voice, same music, same Brian, just without the Cookie Monster. A whole new platform. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not fading out. I'm just moving forward. So I want to thank you for 3 incredibly great years here at Cookie Monster Radio. What we built was real. What comes next is just the next chapter. This was never a goodbye. It's just see you again real soon. So thank you, Cookie Monsters, and we'll see you on the other side.